Hello, it's a new episode. And you can see that my base is expanded some more. Though not really much. And I made this thing, and I hate it. I'm gonna tear the darn thing apart. Let's take a quick look. Doesn't it look a bit familiar? A bit like my scout. Oh, look, I'm running low on power. Dang it, Bobby. Manage. Let's drop some in there. Cool. All right, sorry. So that happens whenever I sleep. It's terrible. I don't know where all the power is going. And all 4 of those large solar panels are definitely pulling in full power at least most of the day. Hey, wait a minute. Do you see a pattern? Kind of like a Space Invader. That's interesting. That's like accidental. This profile here, I kind of like. That's fine. That's not a problem. But this bigness with the flat front, I just don't know. I spent a lot of time. I went through 3 or 4 different iterations of the nacelles, which eventually had a lot to do with whether or not where the ramps were, because I tried to get a ramp that went underneath. Oh, there's a texture missing. Oh, there's still some blocks missing too. The engine room is not bad. It's all a bit too clustered together though. Like if one of these things explodes, probably all of them will. We got panels on either side with ample storage and oxygen, and a constructor on either side. So the constructor will pull in and out from each bank. And behind this wall is a whole bunch of extenders. So let's actually go inside here. Boop. Whole bunch. Oh yeah, where is it? 16. So the original I think is 250. So yeah, it's quite expanded. This guy goes underneath, I think. Does it? No, 125. So it's not really big on ammo. Though it's got 2 modes. It's got sort of this plasma thing, which I just happened to find. That's the only reason. I don't think I have the materials to make one yet. That's sort of like surgical precision, and then these guys are just putting the hammer down with rockets, presumably just straight fire. But against a base, that's perfectly fine. Whoop, fell through. So, yeah, I just don't know, man. I don't know. I kind of hate it. Some of these new angles are really weird. Like, check this out. This is a bug. Oh, or is it? Maybe they fixed it yesterday when they put out a new thing. But you can see it's not quite clean. It's still indented slightly. They haven't quite solved that yet. There's definitely what I've found is the more blocks they add, the more I want more blocks, because there were various connectors. Like through here, there was nothing I could do to just connect that straight up through here. So you have this little lip, and that's not the end of the world, but whatever. Oh yeah, I still need to put in more thrusters up and down. I don't like the way this is rounded, but these are square. That's annoying me. I still have to cover up this. The reason it's this far back, though, is so that... let's see. Let's go back inside. Do I have a chair yet? Hello? Oh! God, it's green, isn't it? Go in. Thank you. Okay, I do have a seat. And then take a V. Actually, can I get this thing taken off? 3%. I can. Whoa. Okay, it's tail heavy, is it? Well. Okay, so you can kind of see here from where the computer is. I assume that is the center of my vision, or slightly above and behind it. So at this angle, if I stick it way out here in the tail, it's vulnerable. But it also provides me an externalized view of my ship. Here's a design flaw anyways. These will permit air to come and go. So this one's not happening, I don't think. I wonder about those. I think I'm just going to trash the whole thing and start over. Let's get some arms on down to where our nacelles will be, our engines. Spin that around. Boop. I mean, that's a bit unnecessary at this point. Well, not unnecessary, but let's see. I need a fuel tank on either side, so there can be independent reserves just in case one side gets taken out. Let's extend our maneuverability because right now I only have one node for this. Right, so I'm going super, not utilitarian, but I'm laying out the functionality first, and then I will put a skin around it. So far, ammunition with a fair reserve, other storage with a fair reserve, oxygen because this may be a long-range thing, oxygen for the same, well, they're both oxygen, but one is a dispenser. Fuel for, I mean, because it's long-range, no, this is not a long-range. It's a long-range aero fighter and low orbit kind of thing, but it's not going to be moving from planets to planets on its own, but it does have a shield. Let's see, let's worry about them engines real quick. I don't have it on me. The big engines are nice to look at, but I think they complicate things a little bit. So let's see, we really only need larger engines sticking out the back, but do we want them sticking out that far? Perhaps I put this in the wrong place. Maybe not. Let's consider it real quick. I wish there was a smaller fuel tank, to be honest. That would help a lot. Hello, get out of that screen. Thank you. Hold on. Let's see, smaller ones, semi-small, 350 kilonewtons, as opposed to 840 kilonewtons, 840, but these are 2x2. I do have one large one, but I was hoping for nacelles, so let's actually take a quick look at what that looks like. It's probably way too big for this vehicle, but we'll find out real quick. That's not it. That's enormous. So 3 by 3. Yeah, this ain't meant for this purpose. Let's just put it on real quick for jollies. Yeah, it's pointing the wrong way, but look at that monster. I don't think so. That's completely unnecessary for this. But let's take a quick look at the other ones. So these guys will give me good thrust. We have, I believe we have them on this thing right now, pointed backwards exclusively. 8. Yes. Flip her around. And again. So the armor is facing outward towards any possible threat. But that does mean we need one facing forward as well. But it doesn't need to be that, per se. It could be one of these. Right? Blink. Okay. So that's forward and backwards. We do need up and down. I do like these for that kind of business. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Boink, boink. How's that look? It should be somewhere close to center. Maybe we don't need as much cargo as we have currently. So how about the downs go actual down here? So let's see. Hello. All right. Boop, boop, right? Boop. Okay. All right, that's acceptable. Ups and side to sides. All right, well, suppose one side to side could be here. Gosh, though, if I keep doing this, I'm not going to have any space. I suppose for an intercept, you don't need much space. So let's just tank these out. put these in. I know later when they finish sort of fleshing out what these engines are supposed to do, this will be way more important. And this will be a particularly impaired vehicle for not having hardly any storage space. Is that horrible? Does that seem horrible to anybody? So we got side to side, down. We need up. I kind of wish there was a model that was up and down, and it was 3 tall with this and that on the bottom. That would be okay by me. We don't need much, so I guess the small ones will have to do. These are not hooked up yet. I was trying to figure out how to hook them up to the constructor, and then someday, like, each one of these might have a separate constructor, but for now, that's not happening. My signal experience is essentially non-existent. So I suppose... Oh, see? They should have given me the option of... hello, why am I not getting control here? Do we hate that? I kind of hate that. I kind of wish it would just have let me do one of those. That would have been awesome. All right. I don't know. The hood's getting a bit poofy for my tastes. Let's see. It's actually a real problem. Let's see. Boom. Okay, that still looks a little funky. Doesn't overlap on this side, though, so I can probably fix it up slightly. It's interesting how... Do I want this to be double back? I probably don't. No. Let's see, that one. No, that probably doesn't provide a seal in the back. The alternative, though, is this business, which is questionable. I've basically given up on the custom cockpit. There just aren't enough options, and the fact that the seat was colliding with the glass was troubling. It's too bad, because there were more possibilities if that would have worked out. But that also means I'm going to have to do who knows what with the oxygen station. But what I need now... Actually, did I put back in any of the stabilizers? Hello, the cat makes sounds. I did not, so I'm going to need to put those back in real quick before I forget. Otherwise, they will become hidden. Bonk, bonk. Is 2 good enough, or do we need 3? The shape is okay. The placement of many of the things is okay. Ammo on one side. Oops, I accidentally tore out part of the floor. Sorry about that. Thrusters underneath. We don't need to see those for the most part. The nose is okay. But I'm still not quite satisfied with the placement of... Let's see. Come on. The placement of the engines. Maybe I should have a sharper angle. Maybe that would be help with this a little bit. Let's see here. Don't squeal, little cat. Let's just assume for the moment this sticks out. Like so. It exposes the fuel tank a little bit, which is kind of dangerous. But does that mean... No, it doesn't. No. So really, I want it to be down here. The engines to be down here. Boom. Underneath. Perhaps, yes, perhaps underneath. So let's take a moment. Oh, I can't even see it from here. Where's that patch I tore out? Here we go. Right? Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Wrong way. Church. Okay, so if that faces outward, then that means the engines... See, I did have a design I really liked up to a point. Let's see. Boom, boom. Right? And bonk. Feeling very hungry. Dang it, Bobby. I'll deal with that in a second. And that's pointed the wrong way again. Whoops. No, it wasn't. Interesting. And let's put the design back into place. I think this was it. Yep. Yep. Excellent, except not there. Leaving them exposed is going to be part of the artwork here. Let's see. Oh, look at that. That hardly ever happens. Boom, boom, boom. Very good. And then here, and then... Whoa. Oop, almost. Like so. Is that right? I think so. And then we'll repeat the same over here. Even if it's not right, I still like it, so it doesn't matter much, does it? Boom, boom. All right, and I don't like that that's as lumpy as it is, but we do what we can. On that note, though, we should have... Oh, yeah. Okay, so hold on. There's a way to do this. What am I thinking? I'm thinking of amazing things, right? Oh, is that what I want? Don't think it is. Yeah. Okay. And then put that here. Close that off. I'm not sure what I think about that. It does offer me a place for weapons, though. I'll have to do something underneath as well. Part of what I want underneath, though, is lending suckers or path or whatever the heck. Let's see. I still don't like that those are exposed. But what's the alternative? What's the alternative? I could move them up. I could move them up a little bit. Like so. Whoops. One too far. And put the engines underneath. So let's see. Fuel tank. Put them up here. This way I can put a little bit of armor in front of them. The only thing I don't like is they're a little hard to... You don't see the symbology. I think I've just about got this. One thing it doesn't have yet are weapons. But I think first we'll worry about other things. So let's see. Do we want to block? Well, we won't effectively be blocking that, will we? Okay, so let's just turn that around. Hello, Facebook. Alright, please ignore this right now. So, give this more of a lifting body kind of thing. Did we just put one here? Alright, so the body itself is kind of a wing. This is looking pretty sturdy. Have access to oxygen. Have access to cargo. And cargo extension, which will be hidden well. Let's see. The fuel is underneath, so really only trained personnel should be able to get access to it anyways, I suppose. Oh, yeah. And then the warp fuel. But we need... First, before that, we need to taper this off. Oh, come on, Facebook. It's a bad time. We don't want to hear about whatever the heck it is. Boom, boom. Hello. And then here, to protect the pentaxid. Lose my voice. I don't have a ramp on me. We'll use rockets, but those can be upgraded. Some things not quite as exposed before, little doodads just for embellishment, which may also then be pylons for adding additional features in higher versions. But now we need... Where is it? Now we need to give this thing some texture. So let's see. How do we start? Camo? Well, no. Camo won't work in part because some parts of it... Okay. Boop. Won't turn like that. So I'm kind of stuck with whatever texture is compatible with that. Well, let's just take a quick look and see how. Well, see what we think. Because the fact that that sticks out isn't actually really offending me all that much at the moment. Not bad, not bad. So now we need some land riggers. Let's see. You know what? This one here, I don't understand. How does this one work? Well, that's not the one I'm going to use. I'm going to use this one because it's unobtrusive. How do I slip it in? The only problem is it doesn't appear to be attached to anything. So let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Right. And then... same over here, almost. Oh, you know what? I'm not in the correct mode, so I'm going to have to redo this all on this side as well. Let's see here. Let's see. Where were you just a minute ago? Hello? There it is. All right. Boom. And... boom. Hopefully this won't produce that same weird problem we had last time, where it wouldn't clank down. Alright, so also we got to do a lot of work under here. I'm also not super sold on the textures. I'm just apparently not as particularly good at them, I guess. Let's see here. I used to think of myself as something of an artist, but it doesn't really seem to have turned out that way. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Don't need access to any of this stuff. Just need... oh, where'd you go? I don't know if I like that or not, but... and then boom, boom, cover those up. Let's put more of this, and let's put the whole thing. No, let's do black. Boom, 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 boom. Very good. Am I missing any spots? No? Okay. Let's see if I can land properly. Of course I can't. Dang it. So I'm going to have to change the design. All right, you. I think this one is ready to go. I've got things well named. I think for the most part. Okay, there's a couple left to do. I'm not going to show you the publishing of it, but that this will be published along with this episode. Well, actually, the publishing may be sooner because I'm pre-booked on episodes, and I don't want to make people wait. But I also upgraded this one as well. I tried to recreate... come on. Tried to recreate thrust. Come on. One problem with the heavy armor. All right, so... I wanted to recreate the scarab look, but I didn't succeed. However, this is also kind of nice, so I'm going to publish this. This is Valkyrie Interceptor 2. This is Valkyrie Interceptor Class 1. And both of these are pretty basic. You can see this one just has the standard. And this guy has rockets, which are pretty... and this guy has rockets, which are pretty quick to get skills for. Except this one has shielding. This one does not. This is just a very light interceptor. This is a heavier interceptor. And my base be expanding. So let's take a look. The outer pad. I also I changed out the thing so that there was more of a solid surface, so that, you know, smaller ships didn't get their landing gear stuck. theoretically. But the big hangar, well, the hangar, the small craft hangar, the hovercraft hangar is coming along. There are going to be a couple of, well, there's going to be windows. All right, I think this one is ready to go. I've got things well named, I think, for the most part. Okay, there's a couple left to do. I'm not going to show you the publishing of it, but that this will be published along with this episode. Well, actually, the publishing may be sooner because I'm pre-booked on episodes, and I don't want to make people wait. But I also upgraded this one as well. I tried to recreate... Come on. Tried to recreate thrust. Come on. One problem with the heavy armor. All right, so I wanted to recreate the Scarab look, but I didn't succeed. However, this is also kind of nice, so I'm going to publish this. This is Valdrai Interceptor 2. This is Valdrai Interceptor Class 1. And both of these are pretty basic. You can see this one just has the standard. And this guy has rockets, which are pretty... quick to get skills for. Except this one has shielding, this one does not. This is just a very light interceptor. This is a heavier interceptor. And my base be expanding. So let's take a look. The outer pad, I also I changed out the things so that there was more of a solid surface, so that, you know, smaller ships didn't get their landing gear stuck, theoretically. But the big hangar, well, the small craft hangar, the hovercraft hangar is coming along. There are going to be a couple of, well, there's going to be windows here, and windows here overlooking the hangar. So you can see there's not a lot of room. This is mostly for the maintenance of active vessels, whereas things getting constructed for use elsewhere will be done out here for the most part, which makes them vulnerable, but you can see there's some defenses. And as soon as the roof is on this thing, there'll be a few more. However, I think, oh, yeah, and I forgot, this thing is starting to build up. I guess these are the offices and or sleeping areas, whereas that's more like the control tower for aircraft coming and going. And that's good enough for one episode. Like I said, I will make material, like intro videos and whatnot for both of these, and then publish them soon.